couch. So obviously I got a shop couch, so I figured why not have this discussion right here. Your girl is moving, and not just moving anywhere. I'm moving to Vegas. I'm packing up this car, and I'm moving to Las Vegas. And yes, the puppies are coming too, of course. We are all moving to Las Vegas for a really, really awesome project that I cannot wait for you guys to see. I'm gonna be vlogging and taking you behind the scenes the entire way. Adam and I are going to be moving to Las Vegas and living there pretty much all of next month. All I can say is that things are gonna get wild. Adam and I are both bringing cars from here to Las Vegas, and I am bringing my Evo. Adam's bringing his Evo as well. So there are a few other things that I wanted to do to the Evo before it gets shipped out today. And I have a bunch of updates for you on this car as well. So that is the big news. We are officially moving to Las Vegas. It's pretty wild. I never thought that I would be spending more than like 4 days at a time in Las Vegas, but we're about to be there for a full month. And yes, the puppies are very excited too. Are you excited to live in Las Vegas? Are you an Elvis boy? Are you a Las Vegas boy? This is Pete's excited face. So yeah, that is the big news. I'm really excited. We're gonna have a pretty packed schedule the entire basically month that we are there, but we should have about 1 day off per week. So if you guys have any recommendation on different car things or dope things that we should get into, comment below and we will try and make that happen. All right, so why am I bringing the Evo? Well, basically, this is the fastest grip car that I have. This is not a drifting show. This is going to be a show where cars are put through multiple different challenges. And for me, I think my Evo would have the best shot on the episode that I will be driving in. I absolutely love this car, and I have not been able to give her a lot of attention. We've been focusing on all of the drift cars the past pretty much a year. But before she got shipped to Vegas, there was a few crucial things that I wanted to get done. One of the biggest things being getting rid of the AYC rear end in this car and swapping in an Evo 8 diff. Underneath the car, you can see that we now have the Evo 8 diff swap, along with the axles and everything. I am so stoked to have this finally done on the car. Now, this was something that I wanted to do and vlog the whole thing and show you guys, but between working on my dad's SRT10 truck for a series that's coming out very, very soon, I had no time, and this girl is going to Vegas in a few hours. So yesterday, Nick did the complete swap, and I am so excited that AYC is not in here anymore. If you ever heard this like straining pump noise every now and then in my driving videos in this car, it's because the AYC pump was bad and was not working and would make the worst noise ever when the car was like yawing. It's been on my list to do this swap for a really long time. I actually got all the parts to do this probably half a year ago, if not more. It's just been sitting on a shelf, so finally done, and today I'm going to be test driving it with the Evo 8 diff swap for the very first time. For the most part, this swap just bolts in. You do have to use their like cradle bracket thing that comes with the Evo 8 diff. That's right here. This is the Evo 5 one. At one point, Nick thought we were gonna be able to use this, but nope, you gotta use the Evo 8 one. And it also put new bushings in our diff. These are gonna be much better because I think my other ones were pretty much disintegrated, so this is going to be awesome. And obviously we had to use the Evo 8 axles as well. So stoked on this. I mean, Nick also did a full bolt check, oil change. I guess most of my gaskets were blown out and now the flange is a little warped, so he had to double gasket basically the entire exhaust. So hopefully there's no more leaks now. Okay, I got one more update for you guys, and it's on the inside of the car. You guys probably saw this in the opening footage, and I'm so excited to finally have a Haltech multifunction tan gauge in this car. If you guys remember from other videos, I've been trying to get my dash to work, and I have not been able to do that. I took it completely apart, cleaned the PCB board, even tried looking up how to order a new one, and just didn't have any luck. And more stuff is starting to just not work. Every now and then RPM would come on, and now I lost that. I've never really had speed, even though sometimes it randomly decides to turn on. And I'm just worried about the car overheating, and the temperature and fuel seem to be working correctly, but I was just always really paranoid about that. And I have a Haltech Plug and Play Elite 1500 in this car, and they made this awesome gauge that can just click through and show real-time data directly from your ECU. Now the car is obviously off at the moment, but you can customize this menu switching through the different pages. And there's also an app that comes with it that lets you customize the menu. For me, I just really want RPMs. I don't see that on mine, and water temp, and then everything else I'm not too concerned about. So Nick threw that in the car, and I feel a lot better now that I have that. And honestly, this is probably gonna be a great solution for many of my cars. I know I want to put this in the Street FC so that I can still keep a stock style dash. And I have some other projects coming up that I can't talk about yet, but I will definitely be using these multi-gauges. I think they're so cool, functional, and lets you keep your stock appearance while getting additional information. And I'm sure you guys saw, I'm missing my mirrors. I no longer have mirrors on this car, but it's for a very good reason. Let me explain. These are the reason. I finally got Ganadors for this car. I had to wheel and deal for these things though, okay? Adam got an Evo 4 that he's currently selling, so if you guys are interested, hit him up or something. I don't know if he's posted it yet, but the Evo 4 happened to have Ganadors that fit my Evo 5. So I made a deal. I got a discounted price on these if I took off my stock mirrors, color matched them, painted them, put them on the Evo 4, and then I was able to steal these. So it was a good deal, and I really wanted these for my Evo, so I am going to be painting these and throwing them on here. Now, I don't want to rush painting them, so I'm going to paint them in this video, but then bring them with me to Vegas and put them on the car there. These are a little complicated to take apart, and I definitely want to paint them fully apart, let it cure for a few days, and then assemble them. Hopefully they don't get stopped in TSA or something. I'm so excited to have Ganadors for this car. It's going to look so much better. Painting the stock Evo mirrors though was the first time that I painted mirrors. And I feel like I did a pretty good job. They looked really great, so hopefully mine also look good when I'm done with them. Those are all the updates for the Evo. I have truly missed this car, so I'm really excited to have this thing in Vegas, basically using it as my daily when I live there, and also competing in this car on our brand new show. So transport comes in a few hours, but there's still a few things that I want to get done to the Evo before it's shipped out. One of them being upgrading the rotors to some really nice two-piece rotors, putting some track brake pads in here as well. And maybe, if I have time, I would really love to paint the calipers. I plan to fully take them apart, get them repowder coated, put the Brembo stickers on properly when the car gets back, but for now, even just throwing some high temp caliper paint on those would make it look a lot better. They're so crusty. I wanted to repaint the wheels as well, but I think I'll be able to just clean those up and be fine. And I want to do a quick shakedown on the car before it heads out. Now that I have the Evo 8 diff in there, I'm gonna have my two-piece rotors and track pads on. So I'm gonna stop talking. Those are all the updates. Now let's get to work. They look so much better in the back, paint-wise, where the clear coat hasn't failed, compared to the front. Dramatic difference. And I'm just reminding you guys again, I do plan to completely take these apart, have them rebuilt and powder coated, and put new high temp Brembo stickers on them. For the moment, we just don't have time to do that. So I'm going to clean them, tape them all up first, Then go over it really quickly with the Scotch-Brite pad. Tape everything up again, the fender well and other areas, and then paint them. Yo, for a really quick, not even crazy prep caliper paint job, I am pretty impressed. I did like one and a half-ish coats. I did rush the second coat a little bit, which is why I was using the heat gun to try and like speed this process up, but look how much better they look. Oh, so much better. I feel a lot better knowing that this car is about to be on camera. So I'm gonna wait a while for this to dry. It's supposed to take like many hours. We don't have many hours, so I'm just doing my rounds with the heat gun to try and speed everything up. So then we can put our two-piece rotors on and our track brake pads. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to drive the car with the new rotors and brake pads around the compound, but I'm taking the exact setup that was on Adam's car and putting it on here. So I already know everything is going to work. I'm super stoked with how they turned out. For now, this is looking nice. Do you love my new red calipers? Do you love them so much? Are they so good? Keep drying, I'm gonna bring all my wheels over to the other shop and clean these up while we're waiting as good as possible. Are much better. Adam really quick cleaned these up for me, so shout out, thanks Adam. Alright, so I do plan to give the car a full detail once I get on set on location in Las Vegas. So I packed my little G-Technic survival bag with everything that I should need. We have a drying waffle towel, we have a drying towel, microfibers, my favorite tire gel, and this is put on with this applicator, so I brought that. Also have the all-purpose cleaner, perfect glass, quick detailer, and G-Wash if I end up being somewhere where I can actually use this. So yes, I am covered. I am good to go. Oh, and this spray is actually really cool. I've not used this yet. It's for the dash and like door card material, and it has UV protection and a bunch of other benefits. So I'm gonna, if I have time, I really want to put this in the Evo as well. Psych, y'all thought I was putting endless brakes on this thing? I wish, but I am not. These are just the boxes that Adam put his stock Brembo setup in. Ta-da! And I'm going to be stealing the track pads that are actually in his stock brake setup. He did warn me that I have to take out the exact pads that are in the exact front or rear and put them in that exact caliper on my car, because these are actually clearanced already for the two-piece rotors that I'm going to be putting on the car. And I guess each pad was clearanced a little differently. It's a little weird, but the gyro two-piece rotors are what these are clearanced for, so I just need to make sure everything is matched up when we put it on the car. wash and it looked so freaking good. I'm really impressed right now. I am so glad I did this. Worth it, 100%. So for the most part, the paint seems fully dry, but it's definitely gonna be a little tacky, like if we really are rough with it. So I think I'm just gonna hold the caliper while Nick puts our new rotor on and just try and be as gentle as we can.
Looks good.
Quick little brake service, brand new looking ones, even though they're not.
Everything is used. There's not a single new part there.
3 more. Just showed up and unloading right now, and the rig's already here, so.
And we're torquing our wheels, so.
We're not that far off.
We're right there.
All right, it's load up time. She looks so aerodynamic with no mirrors. Look how much of a difference that makes. Look at that. Dang.
Looks good.
Just pretend there's mirrors. This is the aero trim. You know?
Looking behind you.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully nothing's behind me. We're not late, we are right on time. Kyle's just now loading up his car, so yes, Boosted Boys are gonna be on this show as well. That's another hint for you. Ignore my AYC light.
Oh, you deleted AYC?
Yeah, I did the EVI upgrade.
You didn't keep the AYC though?
No.
This thing sounds so cool.
I know. I love how much turbo noise you can hear in here. It's my helmet. Wow.
Feels good. Zippy.
This car is so fast. Is yours this zippy still?
No.
With a bigger turbo?
No.
Wish I got some outside clips, but I don't think there's time. But the brakes, big check. They feel freaking amazing. And this Evo 8 rear end, y'all. This Evo 8 diff feels so much better. The car is just so much more responsive now. I didn't really know what I was missing out on. And now I do, and it feels so good. You guys gotta do the swap. I mean, me particularly, my AYC pump was bad, and I never had it working right ever since I've owned this car. But holy crap, the Evo 8 swap is so worth it. This car is like alive now. Temps are looking good. I feel so much better having this Haltech gauge in here too. All right, so I've never taken an Evo around the track, ever. So Adam's gonna test my car out really quick, make sure everything feels good. I think he said my car might be faster than his.
We're not gonna actually do the track though.
Yeah, we're not doing the actual layout here just because there's too much going on, but test out a few corners. Yo, you didn't tell me this.
What?
I didn't know about the start.
Ooh, you're...
That's enough.
I'm so jealous. Why doesn't my car do that?
That we needed.
I've tried so hard to get my car to rotate. You see, you got zero understeer and like your car is literally the rear was rotating.
Yeah.
Makes you so mad. I put the biggest rear bar in my car never does that.
Well, my car is just better, and that is all that you did because you have a history of breaking my cars in one lap, and I don't have any time to work on this. It is time to go. So that is the only lap that you did. Thank you. My car feels good, right?
Yeah, I'm jealous.
Yes. Okay. So your seal of approval?
Yeah, that's good.
Can't get over how much better my car felt than his. He's literally having Johan jacked up the rear of my car and like shake the wheels, see if it's locking, see what's going on. And he's trying to decide if he should ship out an Evo 8 diff for his car to Vegas this last minute.
Yeah, mine like, it just like, I could spin it with one finger.
Mine locks.
Yeah, mine just is just the shims wear out on these and you can rebuild them, but...
Oh, yo! What happened here? This just happened.
This is a mirage. That's what happened.
Wow. Well, now that Adam is doing a full Evo 8 rear end diff swap in Vegas, the Evo content will continue there. Alright, it's the next day. We're gonna end this video painting my new Evo doors. I kind of messed up though. I really wanted to take the gas cap off the car so that I had a silver to reference. You can get the exact OEM color, which is what I did, but sometimes silvers with a little bit of metallic in them are hard to match, so I'm gonna do my best. I don't have a piece of the car to reference as I'd already painted the previous mirrors for the white Evo. Sorry, I'm like jolting. Adam has a tune on this car and it's like very hard to control, but I should be fine. I have the exact color. I'll show you guys that when I actually go to paint, but gonna be taking them completely apart, prepping them, and then shooting them, which I need to show you guys how the paint bay looks right now because it has been completely upgraded and redone and it's a lot nicer now. But before I show you the paint, I need to give you an entire paint booth, paint area update because it looks so much better. First of all, look at this room. We got a new cabinet, we got a shelf all organized, another cabinet, another shelf, a toolbox just for this room. Our mixing table is clean. We got rid of this old like cleaner that never worked that took up this entire section. And we're gonna end up putting just a giant table. So we have a lot more work area in here. So it is looking so much nicer. And then look out here. We moved our bank setup to the outside. Look at all of that House of Color product. This is our mixer so that it'll keep paints fresh. I think we do still have to finish the wiring on it so that it's working. But once this is actually working, this is going to be incredible. Ray organized all of my neons on their own shelf now. We got a bunch of different effects up here and then different primers and other brands that we use we can keep on the bottom as well. I still need to figure out maybe another place where I'm gonna end up organizing all my flake because I'm gradually getting more and more flake that I want to experiment with. Look at that. Oh, but I am so freaking happy how this whole entire area is coming together. Okay, so the paint code for my Evo is their Mitsubishi Satellite Silver, which the code itself is A69. So I got that color mixed up. Visually it looks good and it definitely matches the manufacturer year and it should be the exact silver of the Evo. I did not remove the gas cap to extra confirm that, but hopefully technology has the right information. I did confirm this in this old like paint book that had all the manufacturer's paint codes and stuff like that. So we should be correct. So I just got a little bit for the mirrors and I'm gonna get everything situated in the booth and then we'll get to spraying. up. We do have a crazy like arm rack that's adjustable and has a bunch of different arms going everywhere. I used that last time when I painted the other Evo mirrors, but I feel like it was a little harder to work around. So I think hanging them is going to be a lot nicer. So these are all hanging now, but I forgot to show you guys the brand new booth setup. We have all the lights replaced. This just has to get fixed. That's the only one that is not actually working at the moment, but we have brand new bulbs and converted to LED in here. It is so much brighter, and we have a brand new mat that's actually this like carpet material. So we're gonna be able to just vacuum over this mat. It's gonna keep everything a lot cleaner and hopefully get that dust sticking to the floor and not flying up and getting into our paint. So this entire booth has had a complete makeover. There was always a bunch of overspray and paint on all the walls, and now it's just beautiful. So yeah, painting is just so much more satisfying now in this new renovated space. I love it. Oh, another update. I don't think I showed you guys my new suit by Sata. It's specifically made for girls, which like never happens. Look how cute. I absolutely love it. I can't believe I found something that actually fits me and is super comfortable, and now I can stop ruining all of my clothes. I'm going to mix up a sealer first, do one coat of this, and then go in with probably 2 coats of our actual silver color, and then from there do about 2 to 3 coats of clear. Where you would obviously see it, and I was going crazy. I think it's time that we need to like really deep clean these guns, because the last thing I did paint was black, so it's probably a piece of dried up old black paint in here. I managed to kind of get the piece out that was black, but obviously that messes up the paint a little bit, and I had no paint left, so I put reducer in here just to try and make like as much as I can with what was left, and at least do one more coat over where I took the little speck out. I think it'll be fine. I'm gonna show you guys when I'm done with clear to see if you guys can notice where the boo-boo happened. I think you will, but it is what it is. Now we know we're gonna have to start deep cleaning these guns a lot more often. But base coat is officially done, and I would do a 3rd coat to fix that mistake, but I am completely out of paint. I don't know, I guess I'm just laying it a lot thicker now, which is good, because last time I used even less than this and I painted the white mirrors, and now I'm completely out, only on my 2nd coat. But whatever, hopefully the mistake is hidden enough, and now we're gonna move on to clear coat. last round of clear is officially done. 2 super heavy coats. This is where that speck fell on there. And I tried to use the like very little remaining base coat I had to at least go over it one more time and then just go extra heavy on the clear. Obviously you can still kind of see where this speck was, but I realized I don't think it came from the gun. I think it came from this rack because another little black piece where this hook was digging in fell right there. So I just, the rest of the time, tried not to move this that much, but going forward, I'll probably end up just taping whatever it's hanging from as well, so that never happens again. I'm super happy with how the mirrors turned out. I'm gonna let these dry and cure for probably 2-3 days and assemble them right before we leave on the plane. And that is where I will see the Evo next. That car freaking rips, especially now with the Evo 8 diff swap. I wish I did that so much sooner. I am beyond excited to drive that car more, and our next Evo content will be in Vegas. So until next time, I'll see you in the next video.